You know what's strange? The conversations that ended hours ago still feel unfinished. You replay them line by line, word by word, wondering what you should have said or why you said what you did. It is almost like your mind refuses to let go. But why does this happen? And more importantly, what is your brain trying to solve? Most people think replaying conversations is just overthinking, a harmless habit of thinking too much. But it is actually something deeper, something tied to how your brain processes social risk and emotional safety. Picture this: you're lying in bed. The room is quiet, but your mind is loud. You go back to a simple conversation, maybe something small, maybe something awkward, and suddenly every detail feels important. Think about it: humans are wired for connection and belonging. Thousands of years ago, being accepted by others meant survival. Being rejected could mean danger. So your brain evolved to analyze every social interaction like it actually matters. And this is where things get strange. Your brain does not know the difference between a life-threatening rejection and a slightly awkward sentence you said in a meeting. Research in cognitive psychology suggests that this looping behavior is connected to something called rumination, a mental pattern where the brain tries to solve an emotional problem that has no clear answer. But here is the interesting part: replaying conversations is not about the past. It is about control. Your brain is trying to rewrite the moment to protect you from future uncertainty. Imagine you could go back and say the perfect thing, get the perfect reaction, feel fully understood. That imagined version creates a sense of safety even if it is not real. Historically, this tendency has become stronger in modern life, where social interactions are constant, visible, and often judged through messages, emails, and social media, where every word feels permanent. And this is where most people misunderstand themselves. They think they are weak or anxious, but in reality, their brain is just doing its job, trying to protect their identity and social standing. But here's what most people do not realize. The more you replay a conversation, the more your brain believes it was important, which makes you replay it again. It becomes a loop, not because the event matters, but because your attention keeps feeding it. Breaking this pattern does not come from forcing yourself to stop thinking. It comes from understanding that not every social moment needs to be solved. Sometimes the most powerful response is to let the conversation remain imperfect, because perfection was never the goal. Connection was. And when you start seeing your thoughts not as problems, but as protective patterns, they begin to lose their grip. So the next time your mind starts replaying a moment, notice it without fighting it. Ask yourself, what am I trying to fix? What am I afraid of? Because often it is not the conversation itself, but the feeling of being seen, judged, or misunderstood that your brain is trying to resolve. And once you see that clearly, something shifts. The replay slows down, the urgency fades, and you begin to trust that not every moment defines you. And maybe that is the real insight: your mind is not your enemy. It is just overprotective learning to keep you safe in a world where connection still matters. If this made you think differently about your own mind, stay curious and subscribe for more ideas that change how you see yourself and the world around you every single day ahead.